Hi, so here in London, oh my gosh, it is Mother's Day. Who knew? It's pre-Pesach, slightly post-apocalypse, mid-apocalypse, and Mother's Day. Which one of those goes in the order of priorities? I'm gonna put Mother's Day on priority list, top of it. So I'm gonna show you a Pesach recipe which is bizarre that I actually love it, but I think if you stick with me and make coconut macaroons, at home, it's a world away from those jars. So it's got a lot going for it. Let's start by, I'm whisking my eggs, and I'm gonna talk really loud on top because I need to add my sugar 1 tablespoon at a time. And I'm waiting to make this really fluffy, big meringue. So 1 tablespoon at a time. Now, coconuts are like a prerequisite for an Ashkenazi Pesach. We're really limited with what we can eat. And I think when coconuts were introduced to European Jews, Ashkenazi Jews, they must have been over the moon. Because it's hard to make it through an entire Pesach without eating a coconut, or some portion of a coconut. And those jars of macaroons, which are hit or miss, you really have to be in the mood for them, if you know what I'm saying, may have put you off the whole coconut macaroon thing. But these are amazing, and they have more in common with that British coconut pyramid than they do with the coconut macaroons you would have bought in a can. And the trick is here to make the egg whites really meringue-like. And the coconut is suspended in the meringue, and that's where that yummy, marshmallowy texture comes from. Now, what's the connection to Mother's Day and coconut macaroons? It's because I love them. That's it. I really, really like them, so I'm just making them for myself in anticipation of Pesach, and sharing one of my favorite recipes with you, all coming together here. Later on today, the kids and I are going to make chocolate chip cookies, because it's their favorite. And in the midst of all this craziness, my kids have been amazing. How about your kids? They're here for me, I think, more than I'm here for them. They're going with the flow, making up these awesome schedules. I think because they're so used to being in a schedule in school, this doesn't faze them all that much. They are very much in tune with their phones. They're in touch with their friends. They're doing Zoom calls. They're really getting into the whole groove of things, and I'm so impressed by them. All right, let's check on my meringue. So you can see that it's just not ready. So we're gonna let it whip for a little bit longer until we get what's called stiff peaks in the meringue. So let's let it do its thing. All right, so my egg whites are stiff peak. You turn it upside down, it doesn't fall out. That's the texture you're after. To them, I'm just gonna add some very basic ingredients. A pinch of salt, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now, if you can't find vanilla extract for Pesach, use 2 packets of vanilla sugar instead. Ground almonds. This is what you wouldn't expect to find in a coconut macaroon or a coconut pyramid, but it does add to the chewiness I'm after. And a load of desiccated coconut. All goes in there. So this is just it. There isn't much to it, but oh my goodness, this very basic blend of ingredients done right is the difference between a homemade coconut pyramid and a Pesach coconut macaroon that comes in a jar. They have really strange flavors. Some of them are good. And you know, I will always buy a few to have to hand, but making it yourself gives you a completely different experience, not just in the making, but in the flavor of it and the freshness of it that you just don't get from the store-bought variety. Have I convinced you yet to make it yourself? I'm hoping I have. All right, so there's my mix. Do not worry, I washed my hands because I'm going to need them. You could do this with gloves or you could do this with 2 spoons, whatever works for you. But I'm wetting my hands and I'm taking a sizable amount of the coconut mixture. And because it's nearly Pesach, I'm actually going to shape them into pyramids. Is that pyramid-y enough? What's great about these is that they don't really grow or move. They just become nice and toasted. And there is my first coconut pyramid. How's that? You really don't want them to be flat. You want it to have these edges because they get toasty and the difference in taste is awesome. So let's do another one. This is like a golf ball size. Is that a very big golf ball? I don't know, clementine size. All depends on the size of the clementine. All right, and you basically shape it into a cone and then you flatten out the sides. That's how I make my pyramids. If you have a better way of making a pyramid, let me know. And there we go, another coconut pyramid ready to go. Isn't that amazing? Okay, they're gonna bake in the oven at 170 degrees Celsius, which is about 330 something Fahrenheit, for about 20 minutes until they're toasty on the outside and marshmallowy on the inside. Try these, and happy Mother's Day. Even if you're in a country that doesn't celebrate Mother's Day, every day is Mother's Day. Look after yourselves and see you soon.